Hey y'all, this is Casey here with Merit Tech coming at you with another Merit Minute. Today we're going to be going over the belt tensioning of an M500 saw. Tools needed for this is going to be your drill motor with a 9/16 socket on it. Next will be your two open-end wrenches, 1 3/4, 1 7/8, and then a belt tensioning gauge tool. If you do not have one, I'll also show you how to check the tension according to manufacturer specs with your finger. Alright, as you see, I have the saw in the up position right here, approximately 14 inches, and I'm going to take off this belt guard right here. You got 4 bolts, one right here, one right here, and you got two up front right here. I'm going to be taking them off. What you want to do is set your guard aside. And open up where you got your main belts right here. Now that we got the guard off, we're going to check our belt tension right here. Verify that the belts are loose. Another common sign of this is belts squealing. So once we verify that it is loose, we're going to come in with our 3/4 inch wrench where our turnbuckle style tensioner is. We're going to break the jam nut loose. Back it off a little bit, and then we're going to set our belt tensioning tool on, get it aligned and set up. And as you can see, this is another verification that green is good right here. So what we need to do is tension it up to where the green is with our indicator right here. What we'll do is take our 7/8 wrench and tighten it up. To do this, we go counterclockwise to loosen, or clockwise to tighten it up. And as you can see, the tighter I go on it, the green will start moving on the indicator to where we need to go. It is a little process. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And as you can see, we do have the green lined up with our indicator right here. What I'm going to do is go to the jam nut again and then snug it up next to the turnbuckle. Snug it up nice and tight. Right there. And you see it's still in the green right there. Remove the tool. And if you don't have the tool, you can check with your finger as per manufacturer's recommendation. Go in between the two pulleys, the centers right here, and you're going to push down. And you should have about 1/4 inch of deflection, or it should match up to the bottom of the belt next to it, as so. Obviously, you just saw me do this on a brand new saw. Everything's set to factory specs right here. You know, most of you are going to be working on an older saw, so just to be sure, before you do anything as far as up here on the gearbox tensioning or anything, you want to check your saddle clamps right here. Loosen up the hardware depending on who's worked on it, because you want it to be able to rock back and forth. And then once you're done doing the belt tensioning, be sure and torque these to our factory specs at 24 foot-pounds. Alright, we just got done working on our main belts right here. We're going to move over to our dry pump belt, which is this one right here, the single belt. We want to check the tension on it. There's an indicator right here We want to make sure it's at factory setting at 15 degrees right here. If you're above it or below it, you need to put it back at 15 degrees. And to do that, the tools needed is going to be a 3/8 ratchet and one of two things, either 24-inch extension or 112 2/6s with a 17 millimeter socket. Alright, to do the adjustment, we're going to hop over to the other side, take the belt guard off, just like we did over here with the 4 bolts, your drill motor, and your 9/16 socket. Alright, for this next task, it takes 2 people to do it, and I've asked for the help from Senior Tech Support Mario Ramos right here.
How's it going?
And what he's going to be doing is going from the other side with the long extensions and the 17 millimeter socket and loosening the bolt in the previous clip on the back side of this tensioner. For this step in the process, we're going to be using our in-shop tool right here to adjust the tension on the belt tensioner. If you don't have anything like this, a crescent wrench will suffice for it. So put the tool right here. I got Mario on the back side with the long extension and socket to tighten up as soon as I get the correct tension on it, which is 15 degrees. Right there, Mario, go ahead and tighten it up.
Okay.
And let off. And your indicator is right here, and it should match up with the 15 degrees on the back side right here. Alright, this is the last and final step right here. We're going to install the guards, and that completes the process of tensioning the belts. Make sure everything is good. We're going to start by getting the guard on, putting the hardware up, snug by hand, and then we're going to start to torque them down to 25 foot-pounds each bolt from front to the back right here.